Hi, thank you so much for joining me here today. My name is Becs McBride and I'm going to show you some yoga poses that you can practice that will improve your posture. So if you spend a lot of time sitting or driving, then you might end up in this position where you're rounding through the upper back. And so today we'll explore poses that really help to open us up, helping us to stand much taller. Okay, so for this practice, you will need a belt and a couple of bricks if you have them. If not, just improvise. I would suggest that if you have been struggling with your posture, if you're worried about your posture, just get checked out by a health professional before you take part in this video today. Do practice at your own pace, and if something doesn't feel right, just don't do it, okay? And most importantly, enjoy. Okay, let's get started. So we'll begin in child's pose. If you'd like to come to kneel down, and then from here, just draw your big toes to touch, take your knees slightly wider, and then sit your bottom back towards the heels. Reach the fingertips forwards and allow your forehead to melt down. Now, if this feels uncomfortable for your knees, then just prop up onto your forearms, stack the fists, place the forehead on the fists, and just breathe here. Otherwise, really get a sense of pushing your bottom back towards the heels and reach your fingertips forwards towards the front edge of your mat. So we're really getting a stretch out through the side body, and just focus on your breath. Forehead melting down. Breathe deeply in through the nose. Guide your breath down into the belly. And exhale. And just continue to focus on your breath. And take one more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. And then pressing up onto the palms. Just walk your knees back in between the hip points. And then let's come all the way forwards onto the tummy. And bring your forearms down. Just make sure that the arms are about shoulder distance apart. Relaxing down through the waist. So this is Sphinx Pose. Think of drawing your shoulders back, pulling the heart forwards, a little gripping down through the fingertips here, almost as if you're trying to pull the mat away. And then lift your kneecaps up so you start to engage your quads. And take a few gentle breaths here. Gaze down along the line of your nose. And keep pulling the shoulders back and think of pulling the heart through. And then release the knees down, slide the hands underneath the shoulders, and let's press up into downward facing dog. So just take your time getting there, tuck the toes under, push the heels up towards the sky, and start to walk it out. So bending right knee, bending left knee. Make sure you're spreading the fingertips nice and wide. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Really angle that bottom up towards the sky. And gazing in between the hands, take a slow walk up to the top of the mat. And stay folded down. And we're finding Uttanasana, so bend your knees as much as you need to. Hold on to the elbows and just start to shake it out. A little sway from side to side, even forwards and backwards here. And just allow your head to hang really heavy. Really nice. And then release, hands down, and start to roll it up. Nice and slow. Press into the feet. And then come all the way up into standing and loop your shoulders away from the ears. And just do that a couple more times. Really opening up through the chest. There we go. Beautiful. So from here, sweeping your fingertips up and then just holding on to your right forearm, and then think of lifting up and over to the left. So a little side body stretch, and then back through center, switch sides. So grabbing your left forearm and a little stretch to your right. And then back through center, release the hands down. Let's roll the shoulders away from the ears and then interlace the hands behind you. Make sure you're not locking your elbows here, maybe a soft bend. Bend your knees and then come forwards and down. Really nice. Head is heavy and reach those arms up towards the sky. So if you're really tight in the shoulders, you can bend those elbows quite a lot. Breathe here. Soft bend in those knees. Really nice. And as you exhale, release the hands down. So from here, we'll walk back into downward facing dog. So just gently walk the feet back. And then again, push the bottom up. Just get a sense of stretching through the backs of the legs. Keep those shoulders and the arms strong. As you inhale, gaze forwards in between the hands. We're coming into a high plank. Just make sure that the bottom is slightly lower than the shoulders. We're going to hold this for a count of 5, okay? Come down if you need to, otherwise holding for 5, for 4. Stay strong in the arms for 3, 2, 1. Maybe there's a little shake. And then release all the way down to the earth. Really nice, okay. So from here we'll find shoulder pigeon. So just taking your right arm out beside you. Here we go. Palm facing down. And then fingertips, left fingertips down to the earth, and use them just to push you onto that right shoulder. There we go. And then that left foot just rests down wherever feels good. So this is quite intense for the right shoulder. If it is too much, please do back off. Breathe deeply. Take another breath. And then slowly we'll come all the way back onto the tummy, very mindfully. And we'll take that over to the other side. So left arm out beside you. Use your right fingertips to just push you over. Head rests down, right foot back behind you. And breathe here. So this is such a great pose for just opening up the shoulders. Really breathing into your belly. Take one more breath. Beautiful. Let's come all the way back onto the tummy. Well done. Okay, so From here, we'll find a bound Shalibasana. So just bringing your hands back behind you and interlace the fingers. But this time find the unusual way from where we did it standing up. So move your finger along one. And again, if you need to bend those elbows, please do. And then when you're ready, lift the legs, lift the heart. Think of squeezing the shoulder blades, but keep the back of the neck nice and long. So don't strain the neck, and breathe. Take another breath. See if you can lift even higher. Beautiful. Then release everything down. Hands underneath the shoulders, press up. And then we're going to come all the way to kneel in Virasana pose. So hero pose, just taking the heels underneath the bottom. Okay, and we might need our belt for this next posture. So we're coming into Gomukhasana arms, cow face arms, which we are going to be doing. I'll just turn around so you can see this pose. But if you're tight in the shoulders, then you might just want to use a belt. So I'll show you what to do with a belt. We just hold it simply in one hand. So right arm will reach up. And then left arm down and back behind you. And so you can really lengthen this belt as much as you need to, and breathing into it. So coming into your Gomukhasana arms, if this feels too much sitting in this position, by all means take those feet out in front of you. Right elbow is lifting up towards the sky, and breathe. Another breath. And then slowly release. Just shake those arms out. And we'll take that over to the other side. So left arm reaches up and back, and then right arm reaches down and up. And of course, if you're using that belt, please feel free just to place it in between the hands. Left elbow this time is lifting up. Keep the back of your neck long. Cow face pose. Really important just to use your breath to soften through the body. Another breath. And then slowly you can release. Well done. Just give those arms a little bit of a shake out. Okay. So we're going to come to lie on our back now. So we're going to use our belt again, and grab your 2 bricks for the next part as well. Just place mine there. Okay, so coming all the way down to lie on your back. Just going to do a little bit of work here for the hips. Just make sure that when we're thinking of improving our posture, we're really working on all the parts of the body that may need working on, including our hips. And so just grab your belt and place it around the ball of the right foot, and then lift up. Okay. Now, if you're really tight in your hamstrings, of course, you might need to bend the knee, and that's fine. And so from here, just we'll pause, holding on to the belt with both hands, and gently think of easing that right leg back towards you. And again, if you're here, that's fine, okay? Just gently, gently. And so from here, we're going to take that right foot all the way over to the right, and then take your left hand to the left hip and just apply a little bit of pressure. So right foot over to the right. Really think of pushing the heel away from you. And just breathe here. And then back through center. Then we're going to take that leg over to the other side. So we're just starting to stretch through outer hip. There we go. You might want to take that right arm out beside you. Really nice. So let's just do that one more time. So lift the leg up and then take it over to your right, holding the left hip down. Push the right heel away from you. And so this is so good if you do have tight hips. If you do a lot of sitting down, then this is perfect. And then switching sides. So over now to the left. Maybe take that right arm out beside you. And again, use your breath to gently soften into the body. And then all the way up, and we'll switch sides. So we'll wrap the belt around the left ball of the foot. Lift up, slide that right leg out in front of you if that feels okay. And again, let's just pause here. Notice how your left hamstring feels today. If it's super tight, then just go easy. And then from here, we'll take the left leg over to the left and then just going to shuffle across a little bit and then push the left heel away from you. Breathe deeply. Hold down, hand to right hip. There we go. Really nice. And then switching sides. Take it all the way across. Oh, there we go. And maybe take the left hand out beside you. There we go. Breathe deeply. And let's do that one more time. So lifting up, pause there. And then over to the left. Really nice. Breathe. And then up and over. There we go. Well done. Remember to bend that knee if you need to. And then release. Beautiful. Okay. So finally, we'll come into a variation of Matsyasana, which is fish pose. And for this, we're going to need our 2 bricks. This is just a beautiful pose, great for posture. So just take 1 brick down, which we're going to place our head on. And then the other brick we're going to place, so it's kind of just around the shoulder blades. So just make sure it's not on the sacrum or the bony part of your spine. Just adjusting here. So 1 brick underneath the head. And then just where those shoulder blades are, this should feel super, super nice if you have got tightness through the upper body. And then from here, we're just going to relax, allow the hands to rest down and breathe. Again, draw your breath down into the belly. We'll have about a minute or so here. So just relaxing into this. Adjust if you need to. Make sure you don't feel any discomfort here whatsoever. Allow the feet to gently flop out and breathe. Let's take another breath. Beautiful. So feel free, you could stay here in this variation of Matsyasana for another minute or two if you wish. You're more than welcome. Otherwise, you can gently remove that block and just rest down in your Shavasana. So options, either staying here for just a little bit longer or coming into your Shavasana. So gently removing the brick and then lying down again. So I'm going to stay here for just a little bit longer because it feels so nice. Wherever you are, just come back to your breath. The eyes are closed and just have a soft smile on the face. Breathing into the belly. Okay, so when it's time for us to move, very gently start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then maybe you could start to stretch, taking the arms up and overhead. And then hugging your knees in towards the chest and just have a little rock from side to side. Rolling everything over to your right and then making your way back up into a seated position. Any comfortable seated position is good. Thank you so much for joining me here today. So this little demonstration here today is now complete. I hope that you enjoyed this. So if you did, please do like this video, subscribe to my channel, and find more videos from me, yoga, meditation, relaxation. And you can hop over to my membership site, online membership site, so yogawithbecs.co.uk, and you will find a whole host of videos there. Thank you so much for your time today. Have a great rest of the day.